Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mint Conditions Live, the show that explores... Sirens are going off. We're in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Let's start all over. Welcome to Mint Conditions Live, the show that explores the world of sports cards, trading cards, NFTs, memorabilia, and much, much more. We have so much to talk about. My name is Brad Parker. I am your host, and this is my second week in a row streaming live. First week was last week. We were live on Twitch and not on YouTube. Now this is my first time streaming live on YouTube as well. So welcome, YouTube chat. What's up, Twitch chat? Haven't seen you in a week. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything? You want to talk about sports cards? Want to talk about my jersey collection behind me? Tell me what cards you have. Tell me what jerseys you have. I want to talk about this stuff. I love it. These sirens, they're going up nonstop. I live in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in Midtown, which is in the thick of things. And you're going to hear sirens throughout my live stream. That's just how it is. I'm right by a hospital. I'm in the middle of rush hour traffic. Yo, I'm live. Could you guys chill? Damn. Ambulances and fire engines and everything. Unbelievable. It's going to happen. That's a thing. But yeah, so I'm really excited to be here. This is my second week in a row going live. I'm also honored and humbled to be the host of my own show on theScore platform. theScore has now I have a platform to talk about sports cards. I never would have thought this was a thing. I'm 30 years old. I've been collecting cards my entire life, and I'm that guy on theScore's account that, you know, on IG and TikTok, I do basketball trick shots. I interview athletes. I tell the athletes stories. But sports cards, I never thought that I would have a platform to talk about trading cards and sports cards in the hobby. We talk about NFTs sometimes as well, and Top Shot and all that mumbo jumbo. I'm not really into that, honestly. Yo, what up, Jay Fads? What's good, fam? Greetings. I see you. Hal Brett in the building. Guys, Game Time Ash. That's my moderator, so y'all show him some love. That's my boy. Anyone says anything nasty or mean or negative, we don't have time for that. So you might get... My boy Game Time Ash might kick you out. So, let's keep it cool, all right? Good vibes only. Remember that. But yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Today, we'll be recapping last week's episode of Mint Conditions, which you'll find on theScore's Instagram page under the IGTV tab. Scroll down. We have 4 episodes that already came out already. Jay Fats, congrats on the show. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. It's pretty awesome to have this platform. You already know that I brought some of my best cards out for y'all. I'll be showing you guys plenty of them. This is like not even 0.5% of my collection. Humble brag, not trying to brag or anything. I've been collecting cards since I could walk and talk and say Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and all that. So, but I live in New York City. My apartment is only so big. I can't fit everything. So, you know, I have a ton of stuff at home at my parents' house on Long Island that way. And whenever I go home to visit, I do try to bring back as many cards as possible because I love having my collection in front of me. I love being able to put cards on my shelf and, you know, put them in my drawers and going through them because we're in the middle of a pandemic. Things are getting better, but we still are in the middle of a pandemic, and there's not much to do. So you're looking at a guy who used to go out and have a social life and party and this and that and go in a bar, go on dates. That doesn't happen anymore. You know what happens on a Friday night or a Saturday night? Your boy, your host, Brad Parker, I sit in the den with my roommates, and I look at my Pokemon cards. I look at my basketball cards. I'm watching YouTube tutorials on you know how to you know collect cards, how to do this and that. I'm getting back into the hobby. But yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'm so happy that we're back. Cards are back, and I'll be taking any questions and comments, anything like that. Hal Brett, majority of your jerseys back there played for the Lakers at one point in time. That is absolutely correct. So guys, not only am I a huge card head, but I'm also a huge jersey head, and I love collecting vintage 90s jerseys and weird obscure ones. So like I have a Darius Miles Cavs. You can't really see the names. I don't want to mess with my background or anything. I got my Alonzo Mourning Hornets. Got that at a thrift shop for $5.99 in Buffalo, New York, where I went to college. $5.99 thrift shop. That's a steal if I ever heard of one. A Mecca Okafor back there. We got, obviously, Kobe. We had to put some Mamba action up there. R.I.P. to one of the greatest ever. But, yeah. We are opening up some packs. Funny you mentioned that. I have this box of 2019-2020 Panini Mosaics. And we started last week. We opened up 3 packs. Now, I got to tell you, don't call me cheap. Boxes of cards are very expensive nowadays. I live in New York City. The rent is through the roof, so it's wild. So this box was $275. I can't be buying a new box for every live stream that I do. Unfortunately, I wish I had that. And if I did do that, I'd be living on the street at this point. But gone are the days where you could find a box for $100. So I have this box of Panini Mosaic. We were supposed to go live a couple weeks ago, and things were postponed due to technical difficulties on my end. My internet was kind of whack and all this stuff. Just sold a card on eBay. Boom. We're making money. Maybe I can buy a box. Let's go. Wait, hold up. Let's see what card I just sold. Dwayne Wade rookie card, $18. Let's go. All right, you saw it here live. We're selling cards left and right. I'm not rich from that, but yeah. So Mark Tabera, what up, bro? Do you think NBA Top Shot will rebound from the dip? I'm not a Top Shot aficionado in the slightest. I actually can't stand it. I'm highly invested in physical sports cards, so I haven't really gotten involved in Top Shot and all that stuff. I have a ton of friends that are obsessed with it. They love it. They have a ton of money in it. I know people that are multimillionaires, but they can't even get their money out yet. Dapper Labs, the company that puts together Top Shot. Don't get me started. I can hate on this stuff all day. Do you find the jersey J-Fads? Do you find the jersey market has more upside for immediate return than trading cards? Absolutely not. However, that jerseys aren't really a fad right now. There's some people that love it. I'm a jersey head. I love this because I just collect them. I have about 275 NBA jerseys, mostly champion jerseys from the 90s. I like collecting the obscure guys that no one has. Next week, I'll be changing up this background every week. So next week, I'll have a slew of new jerseys. Like Nick Van Exel on the Lakers, Bryant Reeves, Vancouver Grizzlies, LaFonso Ellis, Denver Nuggets. Some of you guys weren't even born to remember these names, but peep them on YouTube for sure. Ashkan Rahimi, what's good, bro? That's fam right there. That's my boy Ash. He said, what's the best card you got during the lockdown? Great question, Ash. You already know. I'm going to show you guys right now. Hold on. We're going to change up our camera view. By the way, we got a new camera view now, which is pretty wild. And I'm hyped for that because we didn't have that last week. But peep this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a Kobe Bryant BGS 9, which is almost perfect, piece of authentic jersey from one of his games, and an on-card autograph. I got this card a couple months back, and it's really dope, but on the back of it, there's a ton of Kobe autographs out there, right? Ton of jersey cards, right? Ton of graded Kobe cards, right? Turn it over. By the way, number 24. Turn it over. This card is serial numbered. Let's see if you can see it, if it's cleared up. You can't see it because it's very small, but right there, the card is serial number 24 out of 99, meaning there's only 99 of these cards in existence. I have number 24, which is his jersey number, which means this is like a one of one, which is pretty wild. I bought this card for $5,000, which is a little out of my price range. I don't have $5K to just be thrown around, but grew up watching him. Started collecting in '96, his rookie season, so I had to have that card. I saw it and fell in love instantly. Probably not going to sell it. It's probably up right now, or at least it's probably going to go up. Who knows if sports cards will ever be, what they are right now during this peak, during this crazy time right now. By the way, I hope everyone's staying safe. Hope everyone is and taking care of their loved ones. It's crazy. Right? Listen, I'm not hating on it. Last week, if y'all remember that moment for Bar Mitzvah was basketball, and I picked out, which was the rookie year of Melo and LeBron and all that. I had a choice to pick LeBron or Melo, and I was a huge Melo fan and collect dust. But yeah, like I said, I'll be ripping some packs of the last week when I opened 3 packs. Opening up a box of cards is the live stream pulled literally trash. Some good players, great. I gotta let you guys know that this show is for entertainment purposes only. Any opinions that I express or advice I give throughout the show, that's all me, baby. So any advice I give, anything I talk about, any opinions I express, that's all on Brad Parker, and I'm blessed. But yeah, we'll be talking plenty along the way. There's so much to talk about, and I could talk all day. But chat, any questions, comments, please drop them in the comment section, and I'll try to get to them as much as I can. But yeah, we had to get that out of the way. A little disclaimer action. Negative note, got to bring it up. I know any NBA fans out there watching the game the other night, Jamal Murray's injury, very sad. He's out for the year with an ACL tear. You kind of knew those injuries, when a player goes up and they're extremely explosive like Jamal Murray, and they go up and they plant off one leg or a knee, and they get a non-contact injury and the leg just buckles, you hold your breath, and it's very scary. On the flip side of things, as a human being and a basketball fan, you hate to see that. As a sports card collector, you're not happy to see it But at the same time, something like that paves the way for opportunity, I'll say. I'm looking to buy some Michael Porter Jr. cards now. So, because he's going to step it up now that Murray's out. And Murray's the truth. Don't get me wrong. Murray took over in the bubble. He's a beast. The Nuggets could have won it all this year. But let me just show you guys. I just recently bought this card. That is a 2015 Nikola Jokic PSA 10 Panini Prism rookie card. And I love this card. I bought it for $1,500. It's up through the roof right now. But we will see. I think it's like $2,100 or like in that range, $2,000. But we'll see what happens. It could go one of two ways. He could continue being a beast, and he might turn it up a notch because Jamal Murray's out, or the Nuggets end up stinking because Murray's out, and then people forget about Jokic. Right now, he's my MVP. It was Bron. You could make a case for him every year, but he's been injured, unfortunately. But yeah, we have plenty to talk about. Game Time Ash, what cards should we be looking at for this season? We're going to get into that for sure. But I always start with the rookie cards. We'll get into that. I got plenty to talk about regarding that for sure. But if you're an NBA fan, you should know like what guys are popping off, and obviously stick to those guys. There's a lot of risky guys that I wouldn't get involved with, like people are high on Tyler Hero and Devontae Graham, and they very well could be like the truth. And God knows, like they're pretty beastly. But in terms of like investing in a card and like buying it and like seeing growth in it, I don't know if that's there. I like personally investing and buying the GOATs and the guys that have proven themselves already. But yeah, guys, I'm really hyped to open a few of these packs later. I'm on the hunt for that Zion or Ja Morant rookie card. My first pack I opened in years, I pulled a Rui Hachimura rookie card, who's good. First Japanese-born player, or only Japanese-born player to play right now, but it's kind of anticlimactic. We'll see what happens. Opening up boxes is fun, but it's very risky. But yeah, we gotta talk about another thing though. On a positive note, Jamal Murray's a negative. On a positive note, I am getting my PSA cards back. PSA is a grading company. I sent in 88 cards in October to get graded by PSA. If you guys know, PSA is the company that grades the cards, and they were in the news recently because they're inundated with cards left and right and center, and they have postponed everything, all their services. Thank God I got them in when I did in October. But I have 88 cards coming back from PSA. I got 6 back already. I do want to show you guys one card, which is I'm kind of pissed about. Look at this bad boy. So I got this back in the mail not too long ago. This is a James Harden autographed patch card that eased from the back of his jersey. He signed that. That's a rookie card, and it's serial numbered. I pulled this card in 2009 after a card show, the last card show that I went to, and look what I got. I'm so pissed. Excuse my chewed up fingernails. I'm on a diet. It's nails only. I got a 5, and I'm really pissed about that because if you look at the card and eyeball it, this card seems to be in mint condition, or at least I thought I got an 8 or a 9. I got a 5. So what people do is, if you get a 5 on this card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this card out. I'm going to learn how to do it. There's YouTube tutorials. I'm going to crack it out with pliers or maybe slam it on the ground. There's just something to open it. Now, don't do that. I'm kidding. And open it up, because if I want to sell this card, and especially because Harden's popping off, the Nets are doing really well, no one wants a 5. So I'll get more money for this card if I crack it out and sell it raw, which means ungraded, than as it sits as a 5. So I'm not about that life. And then I have like this, for example. I sent in the Steph Curry autographed rookie card, numbered out of 100. No big deal. One of my favorite cards I own. Babyface Assassin. Came back a 9. I could have sworn it would be a 10, but I came back a 9. This card is insane, and I'm never selling that. That's for damn sure. But I got all these cards back from PSA, and like it's wild. Like they're cracking down hard right now on 10s, and not just handing out 10s anymore, which is kind of annoying. But we'll deal with that. It's all good. Let's see. What else are we going to talk about? There's so much to talk about. I'm sorry. There's sirens, going off in the background. It's crazy right now. But yeah. So on last week's episode of Mint Conditions, I talked about 3 things that I'm looking forward to the most throughout the hobby. There's way more than 3 things. There's a million things, but we only have so much time on IGTV, and and Instagram videos. So the three things that I'm looking forward to the most throughout the hobby, there's three things. There's one, Golden Auctions is now accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. Number two is the release of the 2021 Prism cards, which is an iconic set. We'll talk about that. And then number three, the reemergence of sports card shows. They are back, and they're happening now, and I'm so hyped for that. You have no idea. It's wild. But number one, Golden Auctions is accepting cryptocurrency. So if you guys don't know what Golden Auctions is, they are the premier auction house and consignment company. So you got to see what these guys have. So if you go to their Instagram page, type in Golden Auctions. It's Goldin, not En, In, auctions. You guys are going to see like the craziest cards you've ever seen in your life. These guys are a consignment company and an auction house, and they sell the highest end cards. Like it's actually insane. Like I unfollow their Instagram page weekly because I'm so pissed that I'll never have some of these cards. I can't look at them. It's such a tease, and I hate it. And it's crazy. Like, so I have this Steph Curry card. It's a rookie card. It's worth like $4,000 right now. It's a PSA 9, but they have it in a gold version, numbered out of 100 or so, and it's in a PSA 10 form, and it's like a $75,000 card. Like, what? It's wild. I wish. It's not even close to my net worth. In one piece of cardboard. Are you out of your mind? It's pretty wild. Remember, anyone in the chat that has any questions, please send them on through. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have regarding sports cards, regarding the hobby. It's back and bigger than ever, and I'm so hyped, obviously. But yeah, so Golden Auctions, they have the craziest cards. The guy, Ken Golden, he's a hobby legend. He runs the company. He started it, and he's the man. You can see his Instagram page, too. I hope he's live. I'd love to interview him because experience throughout the hobby. And he opens them like it's nothing. And if you're buying on it, it's already going to go down in value. If you open up a box. Mark Tabera said, are alternative brands to PSA in regards to about the prevalence of sports card grading and what PSA and BGS. And then there's an SGC company, but they predominantly grade vintage baseball cards. But, dude, it's in my drawers. I found cards I forgot I even owned. And then I look up the value, and, like, they're popping off. So, and then all of a sudden, from multiple sources, that PSA's backed up millions of cards. Not hundreds of thousands, millions. That's why I paid for a 20-day submission. And I'm not talking crap about PSA. They're doing everything they can. They were just acquired by Nat Turner, who's another infamous person in the hobby. He has insane cards as well. Him and an investor group just acquired PSA, so they're looking to make some changes within the hobby and to expedite some of the process. But it's rough, man. It's rough for any collector. It's crazy because up until this year, I've never sent any cards out to get graded. So as you can imagine, it's tough. So I sent out cards into the abyss, and I don't know where they are. They're it's Fugazi, it's Fugazi, it's a Wheezy, it's a Wazi. Shout out Wolf of Wall Street, my favorite movie. It like, I don't know where I'm sending these cards. I walk over to FedEx, put them all in an envelope, send them out, and they're gone. It really stinks. And I sent them out in October, paid for a 20-day submission, which is rather expensive. And it's been over 6 months, and I haven't got the cards back yet. So hoping I get them back soon. So is everyone. But any day now, I'm going to be getting back my submission featuring 88 cards. I will not know what the grades are. I'm going to not open the box until I go live next. And I'm going to open up the box with you guys live. And we will be shocked to see what grades I get. I'll probably get some crap 10s anymore like they used to. They used to hand them out way more. But right now, 10s are kind of hard to come by. Like, for example, I sent out all these cards over here a couple months back. And I got some of them back because I paid for a 10-day submission. So 10 days even more expensive. 10-day I got back like in a month or two. And like here, I'll show you guys some for an example. So like, again, I showed you guys this Steph Curry card. It's been sitting in a drawer in a plastic, excuse me, for 12 years. And thank God I was OCD from the jump, kept it in good condition, sent it into PSA, and it came back a 9. I thought it was a 10, but it came back a 9. There's a $4,000 card. That's like 3 months because I have issues. What else? This kept, because it's a green version and it matches his uni, and it came back a 9, and I thought it would be a 10 as well, but it's numbered to 199 on the bottom there. Just shows there's 199 of these in existence. But what adds to the scarcity is mine's a 9. So you might have one that's an 8. You might have one that's a 7. You might have one that's a 5. You might have one that's not graded. The higher the grade, the more expensive the card is going to be. So here's like a $3,000 card. It's been sitting in my drawer forever. What else did I send back out to PSA to get graded? This LeBron James card is wild. I pulled this card. I remember where I was exactly when I pulled this. I came back from a card show, opened this box on my carpet, and look at this. It's numbered $4.99. This is a sick LeBron. It came back an 8, which is whatever. It's still like a $700 card. But I opened this card on the floor watching Kobe Bryant hit a game winner in the 2006 playoffs, or 2006 playoffs against the Suns when he sent it into overtime, and then he hit the game winner in OT. So that fond memory here. But I have fond memories for every card, so I'm not the example. If you want to sell cards, it's an issue. Here's another one I got to show you guys real quick. I bought this LeBron James Topps Chrome PSA 9 in November for just under $4,000, and at one point it went up to $12,000. $12,000! I swear it hit $12K, and everyone's like, Brad, sell it. Brad, sell it. Brad, sell it. I couldn't get it together and sell it. I just have attachment issues. I can't do it, and it's kind of back down to $8,000. So that's another reason why I'm kind of pissed about Top Shot. Top Shot's kind of taken some money out of sports cards, and they're in Top Shot right now, but it'll be back. I mean, it's a fad right now. Who knows? Robert Moore said, I have a Steve Smith Hawks jersey. No, you don't. Robert Moore, hit me in the DMs. I need to see that. Oh, dude, if you have a Steve Smith Hawks jersey, I'll probably trade you one of these cards for a Steve Smith authentic Hawks jersey. Robert, is it the one with the hawk on it? And is it black or red or white? I need to see. Love that. And you have a lot of Drazen Petrovic. Cards or jerseys? Bro, love him. For anyone who doesn't know, Drazen Petrovic, I think Reggie Miller called him the best shooter of all time, and that's coming from Reggie Miller. Before there was Steph Curry, before there was Ray Allen, before there was Klay Thompson. For all the youngins out there that don't know, Drazen Petrovic was a beast. He was in range the minute he stepped on the floor. I would love a Drazen Petrovic card. I used to have a jersey. I sold it. Chris said, I just got into basketball about 3 months ago. Got some pretty good pulls from opening packs. I can see some of mine, like multiple rookies, Zion and Jaws, going up in a couple of years. I agree with you, Chris. I totally agree, and that's awesome. Congrats. Welcome to the hobby. You're the type of person that I love talking to, because all my friends, they're not into the hobby. I have one friend who's obsessed with cards the same way I am, but majority, 95% of my friends are just getting into the hobby. They gamble a lot on sports, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they put money into cryptocurrency and invest in the stock market. And if they're doing all that, there's nothing wrong with diversifying. I say, bro, you love sports. You love NBA. Sports cards are at an all-time high right now. If you know sports, that's half the battle. Get involved with sports cards. You're lucky. You got a best friend who has a crazy collection, and he's not an expert. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an expert because no one knows everything, but I know a lot. And hit me up. I'll help you out as much as I can. Like, that's how it is. Like, so Chris, someone like you, it's awesome. Congrats on getting into the hobby, and congrats on multiple rookie pulls of Zions and Jaws. Did you get them graded yet? Are you going to get them graded? You can't right now. PSA is shut down, unfortunately, but that's wild. I hope I get a Ja or a Zion in here. That'd be really cool. But yeah, so Golden Auctions is now accepting cryptocurrency. Excuse me. Ken Golden runs the site. Ken Golden, he's like I would say late 40s, early 50s. He goes on IG Live with his son, who's probably like 7, 8, 9 years old. And I can't tell you how jealous I am of this kid who gets to open up these ridiculous boxes of cards and pulls the most insane cards ever and handles them. And like, you could tell, like, he doesn't, the kid is adorable, and like he has the life right now. He's living it. I wish I did that when I was younger. I was opening up boxes, but not like tens of thousands of dollar boxes. This kid's like opening up packs, ripping them open real quick, and he's opening up the cards and he's like throwing them and he's very rough with them. And you could tell like he doesn't really fully understand or grasp like how cards condition is everything. So his dad Ken is always like, yo, I forgot the kid's name, but he's like, I think Paul. He's like, yo, Paul, like stop, chill, like handle with caution and care. Nothing wrong with some TLC. So when you're opening up packs, you got to be careful because condition is everything. Tune into one of the episodes that I had last week or 2 weeks ago, and I talk about conditioning, and it's all about that. But yeah, Chris, most of my friends aren't really into it compared to me. Brings me that childhood feeling of opening cards. That is what it's all about, dude. Chris, that's why I'm so hyped to open this, because I haven't opened packs in so long, and they're so expensive. And when it comes down to it, that nostalgic feeling, it can't be replicated. It's crazy. When I do get married one day in 2000, never, we'll see when. My wife better be, my future wife, if you're out there, if you're listening, you better be cool with me buying boxes and buying individual cards, because you're never ever gonna, I'm never gonna lose that, ever. It's near and dear to my heart. Cameron said, any tips for beginners looking to get into the scene? Oh, we're getting to that. Let me move on, because I could talk all day about this stuff. My best friend got a crazy Zion from that box. Yeah, dude, there's some crazy Zions. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. But, so, Cameron, there's a lot of things to get into when it comes to being a newbie in the hobby, and we're going to get into that. But bottom line, I like to, whoever's getting into the hobby for the first time, it's all about research. And I have so many friends that are just getting into the hobby, and they don't know where to start. They don't know where to begin. And, like, I get inundated with DMs. You have no idea, from friends, from family, from strangers. And I tell them all the same thing. And what it comes down to is, and this is on the episode dropping this week, by the way. So that's a great question to ask. So I tell everyone that asks me, what card should I buy? Who should I buy? What type of card should I buy? I tell them, do your own research. The most important aspect of being a newbie in the hobby. I'm not an expert. No one knows everything. I can only guide you. But at the end of the day, don't be lazy. Do your own research. And there's millions of cards out there. So I completely understand why, it seems like a daunting task, like going to buy a card. But number one, I can't be financially responsible for someone's decision. So I'm not going to tell you what card to buy. You need to go do your own research. And so the first, when I say do your own research, there's a whole slew of things that you need to do. So the first thing I say to people usually, so like for you, for example, you put in 20 to 30 hours of watching YouTube videos. That's like the number one thing you need to do. And I know 20 to 30 hours, excuse me, seems like a lot. Excuse me, I need some water. When I talk sports cards, I get so dehydrated, it's insane. Let me know if I get the white stuff in the corner of my mouth. It's nasty. But yeah, so there's so much research to be done, because the thing is, if you go into buying cards blindly, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And God knows I made a ton of mistakes back in the day when I was buying jersey cards only. Like, that was the thing. I was buying jersey cards left and right. That's when they have a piece of the player's jersey on the card. And, like, that was all fun in games back in the day and awesome and jokes. But when it comes down to it, those cards aren't worth anything. And now I made those mistakes already, but I didn't have YouTube to look at tutorials and talk to, like, communicate with, like, legends in the hobby that are giving, like, sound advice on collecting cards back in, like, 2007, 8, 9. And now with YouTube and social media and all these things, it's literally out there for you, and it's free. It's free. It takes no effort or anything to, like, lay in bed. Instead of watching the game or watching Netflix or cuddling, you literally could put in an hour a night for a month. Why not? It's not crazy. I promise you could do it. Watch some YouTube videos. When I say YouTube videos, there's a guy named Sports Card Investor. If you go to YouTube and type in Sports Card Investor, you will see a guy pop up. His name's Jeff Wilson, Jeff with a G, Geoff. He is a legend. He's the man. When I started to get back into cards, because I was at the game from 2009 to up until last year, to get me reacquainted with what I was doing, I felt like a newbie again, despite having a massive collection to begin with. Just to get back into it, because the game has changed completely. I started watching Sports Card Investors videos, and he's literally the man. Like, he dumbs it down for you. He makes it, he has different topics that he talks about each week, and it's perfect, dude. It's literally perfect. You should watch his videos. He starts off the show by going, "Hello, sports card investors," and it's a little cheesy, a little corny, but he's the man. I really hope to have him on one of these lives eventually as well, because he's a legend and he really understands the hobby. And so if you're a newbie out there, he's pretty awesome to learn from. We got guys like Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know him, he's a social media personality. He's highly invested in sports cards. He bought, like, I think 53 of that LeBron James Topps Chrome card that I showed you earlier that I bought in PSA 10 form back in the day. And he saw the wave before it hit, but He spent like $1,100 per card on the PSA 10, and that card went up to like $45,000. He made like $1 million or $2 million. I don't think he sold any, but it's pretty wild. Andrew Hobbs just got here. Welcome, bro. Are you opening a box? And if you are, which one? I'm opening up a few packs because boxes are really expensive, and I don't have endless amounts of money because I'm not selling any of my cards. Correct. But I'll be opening some packs from here. I'll be doing that shortly, so stay tuned. Excuse me. But yeah, so what else would I say to someone just getting invested in the hobby? Watch those videos of some guys. Put in the hours. I promise you, it's well worth it. It sounds like a lot, but the videos are really fun. It's not like you're like researching to do a paper or like studying for an exam. It's actually like a lot of fun, and you'll find yourself lost on YouTube watching videos. And then you want to determine the next thing you want to do is determine what players you want to buy. So what I do is I stick to buying GOATs or like proven players, so like the LeBrons of the world, the MJs, the Kobes, the KDs, the Steph Currys, the guys, rookies. And what I have to say to that is, listen, again, advice or any opinions that you hear, stay clear of them, even though I just bought this Trae Young rookie card. Nah, I missed. Everyone misses. But everyone's different. Everyone has their preference. I like to buy cards from like listed for you, the PSA 10, how many, way down to 1. And I was all about Pop-Tart. Let's go. I got to ease up on the Pop-Tarts because I'm getting a little chin action. I'm looking like Oliver Miller, right? It's a lot, but if you really experiment a little and click around on some of the buttons, pick up some steam. Chris, you're literally bringing questions. Keep it coming, bro. So Smiles, Cleveland Cavaliers, 2002. The World Cup is coming up, and soccer cards are back. Soccer cards are the thing right now. Soccer cards. My roommate just bought a Kylian Mbappe sticker rookie card. PS, it's over $5,000 already. So soccer cards are picking up. They're so popular. They're super popular, and people love them. But I just don't know anything about it. But another thing that's popular, Pokemon cards are back. Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard. It's wild. And then some off-brand, off-sport cards. Like, ready, here's a Marvel Hulk card. Like, this is pretty wild. A super villain card. Fantastic Four rookie card from 1986. So these are pretty wild. Like, there's a market for everything right now. Everything is back. It's so nostalgic. It's the best feeling ever. And but yeah, like I said, if you familiarize yourself with, you got me going off track here. It's unbelievable. I could talk about this stuff all day. Like I said, anyone that's familiarizing themselves with the buying platforms, there's eBay, there's 130point.com, there's Maven, Mavin.io. That gives you an idea of comps, so comparisons. Comps means comparisons. That's pricing when it comes to certain cards. And you'll see there's charts and graphs on cardladder.com, for example, another site that I use. And it shows the ebbs and flows of a certain card, so you know when to buy it. And if you do this, you'll start to pick up on different trends and buying opportunities. So that's a really cool aspect of all these free platforms that are out there. So if you're new to the hobby, utilize that. I'm going to be talking about that more in this week's episode for sure. But that pretty much does it for this week's episode. By the way, one last time I got to mention it. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Again, entertainment purposes only. Any opinions that I express, any advice that I give, that's all on me. That's on me. I'm the host. I'm Brad Parker, if you didn't know. And you guys got to know that this is not from theScore. So all the opinions, all the advice I give, that's strictly from me. So yeah, just want to let you guys know. This is my favorite part. Time to open up some packs. I know you all have been waiting. I've been waiting. I'm so excited. I should have gloves on right now, but I'm not going to get them. Forget it. But yeah, let's open up some packs. Why not? Let's have some fun. All right, we got our 2019, 2020 Panini Mosaic box. I opened up 3 packs out of 10 last week. I pulled absolutely nothing. Literally toilet paper. Whatever. We're going to open up some packs now. Here we go. All right, I'm going to open up 3 because I want to save some because these are guap. They're expensive. All right, chat. Ready? Let's go. Yeah, Hal, I got my sleeves ready. Oh, I actually don't have my sleeves ready, but it's okay. I'm going to take care of these. Don't worry about it. By the way, if you guys are opening packs, you should be putting them in sleeves. I don't have my sleeves within arm's reach. They're actually in one of my roommates' rooms. Yeah, I have 2 roommates. I'm 30 years old. I don't have a door to my room. I live in the flex room. Ever heard of it? Representing. Because I'm spending all my money on sports cards. I can't afford a door. Go figure. But whatever. Priorities, right? Priorities. Sports card is where it's at. So bottom line, if you're opening up packs of cards, always have sleeves and plastics at arm's reach, because if you pull that $10,000 card, you want to make sure it's protected. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's pull something. Let's go. So by the way, guys, the ideal pull from this pack, good question, Ash. The ideal card to pull from this pack, there's different variations of cards that you could pull, but you want that Zion. You want that Ja. You're looking for the rookie card, obviously. And I'm I'm pretty sure the base card, which is like a common card of them, like PSA 10 form is a couple $100. And then a PSA 9 is, maybe like $75 to $100. But you want like a pink variation of the card, or a purple one, or a green one, or a blue one. And those are the rare ones. So that's what I want. And let's see what happens. Okay, ready? We got Kevin Love. First card is a Kevin Love. Love him. He's one of my favorite players currently, except he's been injured forever. But Kevin Love Timberwolves is the man. Let's see what happens here. We got Wesley Matthews. I interviewed him once at Madison Square Garden when the Bucks came to play the Knicks. He is one of the coolest and nicest guys ever. I was also at a photo shoot when he was doing something with a popular magazine called Athletes Quarterly, and he's one of the nicest, most respected guys ever. Love him. Terry Rozier, big Top Shot guy, ladies and gentlemen. NBA players are getting involved in Top Shot. I know he owns a couple of moments. He even has some deals where if you buy one of his most expensive moments, he will set up a meet and greet for you. We got a cool Kevin Durant. See, here's the thing. These are new cards. I don't really know what these variations are called. There are names for them. But this is a pretty cool Kevin Durant card. Probably not worth anything, unfortunately. Go figure. That's the way it is. Oh, an old school Penny Hardaway, one of my favorite jerseys of all time. That baby blue pinstripe, Penny Hardaway. Before there was LeBron, and before there were guys like that, everyone thought Penny Hardaway was going to be the big name, all around player, 6'9" point guard. The last guy to be like that was Magic Johnson, and Penny Hardaway's huge. That corner looks cracked. Oh damn! No, there's a little fuzz on it, Ash. But good call though. See, you guys got to inspect the corners. But here's the thing. So when grading companies look at cards, they look at 4 major things: corners, edges, surface area, and centering. Out of those 3 things, when cards are being graded, the only thing that's out of your hands is centering. And that is completely based off how the card was cut at the factory. So the Penny Hardaway is pretty dope, but it's probably not worth anything. Oh, we got a Giannis MVPs. Dope card. Look how fancy and dapper he looks there. My boy Giannis, one of the coolest guys I've ever interviewed as well. This card's probably worth $1.99 because it's a common card, but I love Giannis. Could anyone spell his last name? Anyone in the chat spell Antetokounmpo? I'm not going to let you look. I'm going to try. Antetokounmpo. Bang. Let's go. Giannis Antetokounmpo. The reason why I know that is because we have the same birthday, and he's one of my favorite players ever. Love him. Oh, Nasir Little. He's an up-and-comer. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a rookie card. We'll see what happens there. And then, love this guy, Dookie. We have a Cam Reddish rookie card. So, we don't know how he's going to be. The rookie cards, the reason why I say don't buy rookies is because, A, the newer rookies, the modern rookies, is because, A, they haven't proven themselves yet. They haven't done anything. They haven't won or literally nothing. And B, they're injury prone. Cam Reddish, you might put in a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 into a cool Cam Reddish, and God knows he may be one of the greats. But all I know is that one, God forbid, I'm not wishing this on anyone, but it's just realistic. God forbid, one ACL injury, a meniscus tear, literally anything, and this guy's out, and then his card value will plummet. So like his career could be over or come to a screeching halt. God forbid. Hope it doesn't happen. All right, pack number 2. Let's go. Come on, wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck. Magic fairy dust on these cards. Come on, baby. Give me something good. I'm due. I'm certainly due. Oh, we got a Furkan Kormans with the dope throwback Sixer jersey. That's worth 33 cents. Great. Oh, Bruce Brown, now Brooklyn Net, down the block from me. Love Bruce Brown. He was a backup when Kevin Durant was injured, but that's also worth 20 cents. Oh, my boy, CJ McCollum. Love him. Went to Lehigh, one of the best players to come out of a small school. He's a beast. Him and Damian Lillard, as you know, make up one of the best backcourts in basketball. Give me something good here, please. I'm due. Malcolm Brogdon, okay, on my fantasy team. He's been beasting. That's a pretty cool card. See, these mosaic cards, they make them so nice, but that card's really not worth anything. Damn. It's all good. Oh, my boy, we share the same first name. Bradley Beal. Got game. That's a sick card, but it's probably not worth anything either. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, wrong Luka. Luka Samanic. Come on. We wanted Luka Doncic, not Samanic. Wrong Luka, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Magic Johnson throwback Team USA card. And to round it out, we have a Kai Bowman rookie card who is pretty good backup. But again, like, this is why I don't advise to buying boxes, because it's a crapshoot. You don't know what's going to happen. Come on. Last pack mojo. I'm only opening up 3. I'll save these for next time. Maybe I'll open up a 4th. We'll see. But here. Let's go. We need a good card. Please. Hit me with a good one. Oh, this could be good luck. The last card's a Shaq. Big Diesel. All right. First card. Steven Adams. Love him. He's one of like 18 children. Fun fact. He's the man. Very nice guy. I've met him numerous times. By the way, chat. Who are the coolest athletes or NBA players that you've ever met? I want to know, because I've met a slew of athletes. I've met a ton of them, and it's really cool to meet new some of your idols. It's pretty wild because, you know, you might have an idea of how they are before meeting them, and then you meet them and see they're so down to earth and cool. I've had that numerous times, so love that. Like, I thought Shaq would be a little cocky and a little arrogant. Who knows? But that's why you can't judge someone before you meet them, because Shaq's the man. How many people get past perception? Next card, Zach LaVine, beast, high flyer. Love him. He's having an insane year. Hal Brett said Steven Adams is one of the most interesting men. I agree. Tune in to theScore's TikTok. We're probably going to make a video on him at some point. He's the man. Oh, PJ Washington on the Hornets. Sick card. Love it. Just not the guy to get. Great. That kind of sucks. Oh, a Drew Holiday. I saw the Pelicans logo, and I got so excited that was a Zion, and it is not a Zion. Come on. That is such a tease. Damn. That's worth nothing. We got a DeAndre Hunter, who was, I think, the 4th pick of that year's draft in 2019-2020. But, again, not the rookie we want. Come on. Give me a rookie, please. Give me a good guy. Oh, Dylan Windler. Great. Another bum rookie. No offense to Dylan if you're watching. Probably not, but whatever. Oh, we don't want Dylan Windler. It's not the guy we want. And then Shaquille O'Neal. Love this card. Obviously, I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s during the peak of his career. I love the Shaq. So it's worth nothing, but it's pretty dope. Let me ask my moderator. Should we open up one more pack, mod? Game time, Ash. Should we open up one more pack or nah? What do you think? We don't need to. We have 4 left. We could open up one more. If not, all good. They're really expensive these days, so I don't blame you if you say no. Let's do it. Oh, I got the permission. I got the green light. That's my boy, Game Time Ash, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is he my mod, but he's my manager at work, and he just gave me the green light to open up more packs. Little does he know, when I sign off in a couple minutes, I promise that I'm going to open up the rest. No, I'm not. Definitely not, but I'm going to be tempted for sure. All right, one more. Let's give it a go. Good mojo, good mojo. Let's transition into the other camera roll. All right, Cameron said yes. Saif, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Saif said do it. We're doing it. Let's go. Please, I'm due. Come on. The Panini gods. Whoever put these packs together. Give me something good. I'm hungry. Oh, come on. All right, Davis Bertans. One of the... See, he's crazy because he's like a 6'11" guy, and he's one of the best three-point shooters of all time already, let alone this year, which is why I love him, but the card's not worth anything. Oh, where are my Toronto fans at? Arguably the best player in Toronto Raptors history. Let me know if you agree. Spam the chat if you agree. Spam the chat if you disagree. Kyle Lowry, Mr. Offensive Charge himself, and won a ring. Raptors, love it. Kyle Lowry's a beast, but unfortunately this card's worth nothing. Jonas Valanciunas also used to be a Raptor. Fun fact, I went to University of Buffalo, which is on the border of Canada and right by Toronto. I actually went to the bathroom, and I look over to my right, which I guess is kind of weird. I shouldn't be doing that. But Jonas Valanciunas was in the stall next to me. And the reason why I knew that is because he's 7 feet, and his head was sticking out over the urinal. So, fun fact, I went to the bathroom next to Jonas Valanciunas. Next time I meet him, I'm going to tell him that, which is weird, but whatever. Patrick Beverly. Cameron, you want this card? Cameron, I promise you don't want this Jonas Valanciunas card. I wouldn't even give it to you if you begged me because it's worth 2 cents. Patrick Beverly, pretty dope card. It matches his uniform, but yeah, not the guy we want. Great trash talker though, and he's a pest. Come on, we need something good. Oh, my boy Blake Griffin, beast, ex-dunk champion, one of the biggest high flyers ever. Some people are saying Zion is going to be Blake Griffin 2.0. We'll see. That's to be seen. All I know is Blake Griffin's a Brooklyn Net now, and after not dunking for like a year and a half, He's got like 10 dunks already this season. He's a beast. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Come on. Cam Johnson, up-and-coming rookie as well from 2019-2020. He's an established player right now. He's doing pretty well, but again, not the guy we want. Please give me a Zion or Ja. I'll be so happy. Oh, Pistol Pete. Not going to hate on him because he's no longer with us. One of the best shooters and ball handlers of all time. If you don't know who Pistol Pete is and you're too young, please go to YouTube and type in Pistol Pete highlights. He averaged like 61 points per game in college at LSU one season, which is insane. And then we have another rookie. We have a Cam Reddish, who I didn't want, but whatever. We can't do anything about that. Kind of stinks. So we still have 3 more packs left. I'm going to save it for next week to open those. But this is exactly why you shouldn't buy boxes, because I spent $275 on this box, and we're lucky to get $40 or $50 back. That's saying we don't pull anything in these last 3. We're going to open these next week on Mint Conditions Live, but for now, we're going to wrap it up right now. Again, love everyone for coming through. This is my first time streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so we're learning as we go. I promise you the show is only going to get better and better. We're going to have a boatload of guests joining us, so tune in for that. A lot of big names in the hobby when it comes to Top Shot, NFTs. Even my moderator, Game Time Ash, might be joining us soon. He knows a lot about NFTs. He knows a lot about Top Shot, and he's not so enthralled with sports cards yet, physical ones. So it'll be a good back and forth between me and him. So I'm hyped for that. But yeah, there's a lot to look forward to moving forward. I'm really hyped. Sports cards are back. They've been back for a year. Sorry I didn't pull anything. It was out of my hands. But this is why you don't buy boxes, ladies and gentlemen. It's a risk, and it's a thrill, and it's a lot of fun. But is a $275 thrill worth it? I don't know. It's up to you. Ain't my money. That was my money, but whatever. We'll see. All good. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Please stay tuned for this week's episode of Mint Conditions, which will be dropping this week on Instagram at theScore. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And we will be back next week on Wednesday. So tell your friends and tell your fam. Thanks so much for tuning in, and talk soon. Be safe, ladies and gentlemen.